Hey, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Mongor from Super 7's Ultimates. It's a little bit of an older figure, but as I've talked about lately, you have to make decisions. And because of the cost, Super 7's Ultimates have, some of them have moved to the back of the line for me. As in, I'm still going to get them, but they are not going to be the must-have immediate priority that some of the other things I collect are. It's just how it is. You got the slipcover here, no longer embossed. Cost cutting is something that we all have to do at times. So I'm just going to take that slipcover right off and reveal Mongor, the Goat Man. Now, I don't normally do a whole lot of research for these things. I like to recall stuff off the top of my head. Every once in a while, I think, oh, I should probably get some knowledge before I do this review. So I Googled because I was like, at the very least, I should know which episode this guy is in. So I better double check that. And of course, the episode he's in is called Mongor. A vile demon with a goat-like countenance, Mongor was unwittingly freed from the ruined temple by Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Carrying his mighty scythe, Mongor grew in size and power as he fed upon the fear of others. The fiend even managed to incapacitate Tigra, Chitara, and Panthro, and seemed unstoppable until the Thunder Kittens learned that Mongor could only be defeated if his opponent did not look directly at him. Using this knowledge, Lion-O finally conquered the demon. Nice. Exciting. When I was doing my ThunderCats rewatch, I started a couple of years ago, and it wasn't done with any urgency. It was like, well, when I've got some downtime, I'll watch an episode or two of ThunderCats. So this episode, which was in the first season, I was like, oh, I need a figure of this guy. This was long before they had announced they were doing a Mongor figure. But I just knew, I was like, that is an incredible character. I gotta have it. And fortunately, Super 7 decided, well, you know what? I think we need to make Mongor. So here he is now. Released to the public probably a couple of months ago, maybe a little longer than that. I had originally ordered him from, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I had originally ordered from Big Bad Toy Store, and, as more and more higher priority stuff, because that's what it is. You have to prioritize when you're a toy collector. You have to make decisions about what do I have to have now and what can wait. So, oh my gosh, I can't even get to those plastic tabs. Let's see here. So, as more and more things kept being announced, and as the projected release date for this wave of ThunderCats kept slipping further and further back, I thought, well, I am going to have to cancel Mongor and his wave companions, which were Rotaro, one of the Thunder Kittens, and is it Hachiman? I think maybe we're in this same wave. I'm just going to have to cancel those and pick them up at a later date. I'll have to keep an eye on the prices, because I am getting them. All of the ThunderCats Ultimates are must-haves for me. Except for the repaints and cartoon or toy versions, and these are the cartoon versions. Repaints, toy versions, weird stuff like that, I don't need to have, but I want one of each character at least. So I cancel the pre-order and just have an awareness that I'm going to have to keep an eye on these, so that I'm really concerned about those horns, so that it doesn't get away from me. Because what happens, with some Super 7 Ultimates, they come out, the price drops, which I don't think we're going to be seeing very much of anymore, now that pandemic toy collecting is a thing of the past. We're going to see production numbers drop, and I think what we're going to see a lot more frequently now is things that don't drop in price things that do become scarce, and things that if you didn't get on the bandwagon in the first place, you're just going to miss out on. So anyway, cancel the pre-orders, watch the price. I mean, that's really what I've got to do. Priorities. So he is a beautiful goat man. Purple fur is awesome. You have got the Monkeyan, the mutant body, I believe, is just being used here, which works perfectly for him. I am okay with the fact that they made him, and he's still big. If we look, he's 9 inches tall with his horns. So he is still a large figure compared to Robot Reaper, who I happen to have handy here. So you can see how big he is compared to just a human-sized figure. So he's still a big boy, but I'm glad they didn't decide they needed to make him a gigantic Mongor, because I just don't need that. I want to have the character, but I do not need the giant version of the character. So the face, we've gotten the look. There's the look. I like the way they've done his goat leg with this like overlay here. I think that's about as good as they possibly could have managed that. So let's get in there. The portrait is cartoonishly fantastic. I love it. The horns are rigid, but not, I believe these are a solid PVC, so I don't think, like, if you mess around and are a fool, they might snap off, which I say that knowing full well that I may snap some off before the end of the video. Things like that have happened before, but I do believe these are a softer, they've got a little bit of give. They're not just going to snap on you, which is nice. All of the paint in the hair, look at that. Look at all the great dry brush, do we still say that? Dry brushing. That brings out the sculpted detail of the hair, those 3 evil talons on the feet. And I'm so glad he does not have actual, like, goat feet, so we don't have to worry about how he's going to stand up on his little goat feet. Oh, you know what? This may not be the mutant torso, as I had assumed it was. Because this, I don't believe this hair detail, and I'm not going to go grab mine, sorry, to find out. Ab crunch works pretty nicely and is sculpted pretty nicely into the body. It's a pretty nice tight line on that. I got the standard articulation that you expect out of Super 7 Ultimates. He's great. He's great. He's a great, terrifying goat demon. What more could you possibly want out of Mongor? He feels good, too. Plastic all feels good. Like there's no... nothing feels like dodgy quality. The only thing I don't love, and it's only if you push his torso back and this overlay down, is he's got that visible joint right there. But that's really only if you push down on that. Otherwise, it's not visible. So yeah, look at that. He's great. And he's solid, too. He's standing nicely. His joints are like stiff but move, which is what you want joints to be. All right, let's set him over here and take a look at these accessories. First of all, that flaming scythe is a thing of beauty. And the flames are removable if you so desire. But my gosh, if you put him on your shelf without the flames on this, I don't even know what to say to you, because that is just awesome. And we get a little discolor. No, wait. Oh, no, that's actually just a hole going all the way through the... No, it's not. What is that? All right, hang on. Oh, that is some misplaced schmutz. Let me find... I don't have a paintbrush or anything sitting around here. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So, pop this back on. Why was it so much easier the other way? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. It snaps into place, and these are soft. But they snap into place beautifully and stay put. Oh, I love this. So we're just going to put that right in Mongor's evil little hand. Because that is staying there. Oh, tremendous. He's got an alternate head that... That's a tough call, because obviously the screaming head is the best. I mean, it looks like every metal album cover you've ever seen, but I kind of like the deviousness in the default portrait. But screaming head is great. This one is almost too animalistic, too primal. Whereas the other one, there's an evil there, if that makes sense. There's intent. This is just a wild beast that wants to devour you. This is a demon that has evil plans. Alternate hands. He has got just sort of open, neutral hands. He's got a fist for punching and a finger for pointing, which I will probably put that pointing finger on him, because I always like a gesture over a C grip when it can happen. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and see how easy that's going to be. Yeah, who doesn't like a nice pointing hand? Look at that, popped right in. Beautiful. You ThunderCats. I don't remember his voice at all. Oh, man, that is killer. Okay. And then he's got these, I believe, glow-in-the-dark evil magic power effects that go on his horns, I think. And I'll tell you right now, I am probably not going to get these things on correctly. This is what I should have referenced. I shouldn't have looked up... I shouldn't have looked up the episode. I should have looked up how to put these stupid power effects on his horns. Because I have no clue. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing I don't mind looking like a fool. Yeah, I have no idea how these are supposed to go on here. But just suffice it to say, those interact with his horns somehow or other. And it is not particularly intuitive. Oh, now I can't get this one off, really? That's what we're doing now? It's interesting how asymmetrical they are. All right, well, that's just... I'm sure they look like they're supposed to look or whatever. I don't know. Look, I'm just going to hang these here, and now we've got to do the glow-in-the-dark test. So, Mongor, you sit right there. I got to go get the lights. Okay, so I don't know if these actually do even glow in the dark. They just look like they do. And keep in mind, it is daylight outside, so there's a little daylight coming in here. I don't know if we're going to get maximum glowing effect or not. Hopefully we do, so I don't have to come back to this one, because I'd like to wrap my reviews up for the day, quite frankly. All right, so let's see what we get from Mongor's wacky horn glow. Oh, they're not. They do not glow in the dark at all. Okay, well, never mind. I mean, they look glow in the darky, don't they? I just kind of thought they would be, because Super 7 is typically so into that. All right, so let's try one more time. Let me turn out the overhead. This is absolutely absorbed enough at this point to where if it glows, it should glow. It does not glow even a little bit. All right, well, that's fine. Not something I needed it to do, just something I thought it might do. So there he is, Mongor, the goat demon. I love it. Well done, Super 7. And thrilled to have had 2 good Super 7 reviews in a row. barring the little flash on the back of his tricep here. But other than that, Mongor's great. I love him. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about needless things. And until next time, buy what you like.
Smash that like button if you like needless things.